back to Build Promotion Lab at DevOps Belgium 2024, and my next guest is a conference organizer of another conference, awesome conference, Mattias Karlsson, the organizer of JFocus, also yet another great technology conference here in Europe, a little bit north.
Yeah, a little bit north.
A little bit north. Been running for also like 20 years or something.
Yeah, so we're running the 19th edition in February 2025.
Wow! This is exciting. It's almost anniversary, And obviously, folks, from someone who's been there many times, I can tell you that if you look for a conference to go, definitely keep JFocus on your short list. It's great. I mean, it's February in Sweden, so there's that.
Stockholm is a beautiful city, and usually we have a couple of people coming on from Brazil just because they want to see snow, so that's nice. And you know, Sweden is beautiful in the winter as well.
Yes.
But it also, it keeps people inside as well, because if it's like -5 degrees, then you're spending time in the conference.
I see what you did there.
Yeah, exactly.
I never thought about that this way, but it's absolutely true. This is how you keep people in the conference instead of wandering around in the stuff.
We did it in May once, and then we people out in the sun, just
but not in the conference.
I know,
That's
exactly.
Smart. Mattias, thank you for being here. And so I wanted to ask you what it is like to run a conference in, should I say, like post-COVID era? It's very different right now.
No, I would say we recovered well, but the COVID times was really like, gray hair thing. That was so difficult when it hit us. So basically, we didn't stop. So we did a virtual conference for COVID. So we kind of kept the interest. So we basically did a TV show with a little bit shorter talks for one day. And then it got even worse for us, because then we planned next year, and then we had like the backlash. So we had to close again, and that's why we moved it to May. But compared to other cities, it seems like we have bounced back well. So we basically have the same numbers as before COVID now. So,
this is excellent.
So we have like 2,000 people.
We hear different stories. There are some conferences that really bounced back, and DevOps Belgium is one example.
Yeah,
DevOps
for
France,
sure. Yeah.
DevOps France was sold out. It was huge.
And they sold out quickly.
They always sold out in seconds, right?
So that's actually one of the benefits with JFocus. We still have tickets.
So if you didn't get tickets for DevOps Belgium because it was sold out, come to JFocus.
Exactly.
You know what? Come to both. Really, they are both excellent conferences, and you really shouldn't miss one or another. But there's like the US is struggling to rebound after COVID. Even great conferences the Nexus, for example, have a hard time. So I'm very glad that you're out there. You mentioned that now with AI, you found a renewed passion for coding around software, probably around running a conference.
So kind of interesting. So I have a background as a developer, and I've been writing code for about half of my career, and then I did a little bit of the switch, and I was working in different roles, like a product owner at King and some other places, and I also had like a management career. But then at JFocus this year, there was a really good presentation on code-assisted AI code-assisted development, and it also made me to change tool. So I used to use IntelliJ, of course, everybody does that. But now I moved over to VS Code with Cursor. So Cursor is like a completely it's right in the IDE. You have it as both a chat window, but also in your, where you're writing code. And for me, since I've been out of coding for a few years, it was really good help for me. So I got like a new pairing buddy. So I know what I want to do, but it kind of just helped me to get going, get good syntax, and also helped me to learn, all of the new Java stuff that are in 21. So that's, it's great. It works out fine.
It's nice.
I really love it, and now I'm coding on a daily basis.
I hear you, and that's exactly I'm on the same boat. When you code less and less, it's kind of it's harder to get started every time.
Yeah.
But Code Assistant really helps.
Yeah, it does.
It gets you right into the context, and even if you forget something, instead of now you're like, oh, I need to go search for it. You don't. It's right there, and it helps to keep you going and kind of shaking off the rust much quicker.
Especially about like syntax questions, where are arrows supposed to be, and curly braces, and all of that is it just works out. So it's good. I love it.
Absolutely, I'm right here with you. So where are we with JFocus? So there are tickets on sale, obviously.
Yeah.
The CFP.
So the call for speaker just closed. So we had a massive. So we had like 800 suggestions or proposals in. So the program committee is just working with that right now. So we just announced a few speakers. And I think most people don't understand, or most speakers don't understand how hard it is actually to go in. So, I mean, it's about 10% chance to get it, because we have like 800 submission, and we have a little bit over 80 slots, or almost 100 slots. So it's really, really hard. And then at the same time, we opened ticket sales the 1st of October. And that also going well now. So we sold a bit over 700 tickets.
Nice.
So we are like on track for normal year. So that's good.
This is great. I'm really glad to hear that.
Yeah.
And for a 10% chance, yesterday we chatted with Mark Hazel of Devox London and Anna Maria about exactly that topic of how about 1 in 10 your submission. If you submit 10 submissions, expect one to get accepted.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is exactly on point with your numbers that make me very happy. I didn't bullshit you. It's 1 to 10. And frankly, this is for me. That's more or less the ratio that I get in, like 1 in 10s. It also works in 1 in 10 years of submissions. I get accepted on JFocus. I submit 20 years. 20 years. I should expect it to be accepted twice. So maybe this year, fingers crossed.
We'll see.
No, folks. Mattias is 100% correct. It's hard because there is just so much great content out there, and the competition is fierce. And to repeat yesterday's message, don't be discouraged if you don't get accepted right away, or even in half of your submissions, or even in like quarter of your submissions. Getting one submission in out of 10, it's absolutely normal, just because it is what it is. Don't get discouraged when you get rejected.
Yeah, and also, I mean, part of building a good conference is that you need to have some, really well-known people, but we also really try to, invite new speakers, so we get some kind of a rotation. So it means that even if you are like a really good speaker, really well-known, a really good topic, it might be the case that maybe somebody else already covering that, or that we want to promote a new, younger speaker.
Yes, apology accepted.
Yeah, exactly. You're wrong.
No, I completely get it, of course. And I guess the senior speakers among us understand the dynamic for sure, and it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Mattias, thank you very much. It was a pleasure. I really hope to see you at JFocus in one capacity or another. Maybe we'll do the Build Promotion Lab. Maybe we'll get to talk. Maybe not. Maybe we'll have a great old booth. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's marketing, it's program committee, there's a lot of puzzle pieces of
there are a lot of moving parts, but fingers crossed, I'll see you there. And you folks, do not miss. It is a really great conference. I recommend it from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you very much.
You folks, stay tuned for more episodes of Build Promotion Lab coming right up.